Hello students, welcome to the new lecture session. Myself Shankho Ghosh, Assistant Professor of Automobile Engineering Department at Dr. Sudhir Chandra Sood Degree Engineering College under the JIS group. Today we'll start a new subject, that is automobile engine. This is the basically third semester subjects of diploma students in automobile engineering. Before starting the classes, at first I want to tell you the objective of these subjects. These subjects has 6 chapters. Those are, first one is engine principle and fundamentals. Second chapter is the constructional features, functions and working of automobile engine components. Third chapter is engine cooling system. Fourth chapter is engine lubrication system. Fifth chapter fuel fed system in petrol engine and diesel engine. Number 6 chapter is engine performance and testing. So for these 6 chapters combined as a subject of automobile engine, and the objective of this automobile engine are: number 1, to understand about the engine, Number 2, to understand the construction and working of petrol and diesel engine and their various components. Number 3, to acquire the knowledge about the lubrication and the cooling system of the automotive engines. Number 4, to understand the working principle of fuel fed system of petrol and the diesel engine. Number 5, to understand the engine power calculation and analysis the engine performance by the testing. And number 6, to understand the engine specification parameters. The outcomes of this subject is that the student easily understand about the external combustion engine and the internal combustion engine, why they are different. Student can easily understand about the 2-stroke and 4-stroke engine. They can easily understand about the SI and CI engine. They can easily understand about the various components of the SI and CI engine with their various components. Next, the student can easily understand the various working principle of the fuel fed system of petrol and the diesel engine, and the working principle of the lubrication and cooling system in automobile engine. And after that, they can easily understand or calculate the engine power, performance, and analysis engine power and analysis the engine performance. So these are the outcomes of this subject. Now students, start the today's class on engine principle and the fundamentals. Engine principle and the fundamentals, which is the module number 1. So the topic is engine. The objective of this module is that to understand about the engine and to understand the objective is to understand about the engine and its various types of parameter, and the outcome is that student can easily identify the classification of the various engines. Then they can easily classify the IC engines, the engine nomenclatures, engine basic components, the working principles of the IC engines, and they can easily understand about the petrol engine and the diesel engine and the various components. So student, now let's start the today's class on engine. An engine is a device. An engine is a device which transforms one form of energy into the another. These the distinctive features of our civilization today, one that makes it different from all the other, is the wide use of this mechanical power. At one time, the primary source of power for the work of peace or war was chiefly men's muscles. Later, the animals were trained to help, and afterward the wind and the running steam were hunts. But the great step was taken in this direction when man learned the art of energy conversion from one form to the another. And then the machine which does this job of energy conversion is known as engine. So student, basically an engine is a device which transforms one form of energy into the another form. During transforming energy from one form to the another, the efficiency of conversion plays an important role. And normally most of the engine converts the thermal energy into the mechanical energy. A heat engine is a device which transforms the chemical energy of a fuel into the thermal energy and uses this thermal energy to produce the mechanical work. Basically, this is the engine or heat engine. Now coming to the history of the engine. In the year of 1680, Christian Huygens, a Dutch physician who is designed an IC engine, but they cannot build it. He is only design. So this is the picture of the Christian Huygens, who is designed the IC engine that was filled with the gunpowder. Then in the year of 1807, Francis Isaac the Rivers, a Switzerland engineer who is invented an IC engine that used a mixture of hydrogen and oxygen, uses a mixture of hydrogen and oxygen for fuel, and Rivers designed a car for his engine, the first IC engine powered automobile, through a unsuccessful design. So this is the picture of Francis Isaac the Rivers, and this is the picture of the Rivers built first IC engine. Next, In the year of 1824, Samuel Brown was the English engineer. He adapted an old Newcomen steam engine to burn the gas, and he used it to briefly power a vehicle up Scooters Hill in London. So this is the picture of the Samuel Brown. Next, in the year of 1858, Jean-Joseph Lenoir, a Belgian engineer, he is invented and patented a double-acting electric spark ignition IC engine, which is fueled by the coal gas. First, in the year of 1858, he was invented this engine, and this engine is patented in the year of 1860. In the year of 1863, he attached an improved engine using the petroleum or a primitive carburetor to a three-wheel wagon that managed to complete an historic 50 miles road trip. Then in the year of 1862, Alphonse Vieux de Rochas, a French civil engineer, patented but did not build a four-stroke engine. Yes, patent, but he is not built. The French patent number is 52,593. Then in the year of 1864, Siegfried Marcus, an Austrian engineer, he is built a one-cylinder engine with a crude carburetor and attached his engine to a cart for a rocky 500-foot drive. Several years later, Marcus designed a vehicle that briefly ran at 10 miles per hour. Next, in the year of 1873, George Breton, an American engineer, who has developed an unsuccessful two-stroke kerosene engine, which however was considered the first safe and practical oil engine. Next, in the year of 1866, Eugen Langen and the Nicholas August Otto, these both German engineers, improved an Lenoir's and the Rochas design and invented a more efficient gas engine where the efficiency is near 11% at 90 rpm, maximum 90 rpm. Then in the year of 1876, the Nicholas August Otto was invented the later patent a successful four-stroke engine, which is known as the Otto cycle, and the efficiency was that near to 14% at maximum 160 rpm. Next, in the year of 1876, said Douglas Clark was invented the first successful two-stroke engine. In the year of 1883, Edouard Delmar Devardville, a French engineer who has built a single cylinder 4-stroke engine that ran on stove gas, and it is not certain if it did indeed build a car. So basically in the year of 1866, the Eugen Langen and the Nicholas August Otto both are improved the design of the linear and the researchers design and invented more efficient gas engine. And next in the year of 1876, the Nicholas August Otto successfully invented the 4-stroke cycle, which is known as the Otto cycle. In the same year, that means in the year of 1876, Sir Dougal Clark invented the first 2-stroke engine. And in the year of 1883, Edward Delmar Daudeville, who was a French engineer, built a single cylinder 4-cylinder engine which is ran on the stove gas. Next, in the year of 1885, Gottlieb Daimler was invented what is recognized as the prototype of the modern gas engine with a vertical cylinder and with the gasoline injected through a carburetor. And this design was patented in the year of 1887. The Delmar first built a two-wheel vehicle, the Red Wagon, a riding carriage, with this engine, and a year later built the world's first, four-wheel motor vehicle he made. Then in the year of 1886, Carl Benz was received the first patent for a gas fuel car. And this is the picture of the Carl Benz making first gas fuel car. Next, in the year of 1889, Gottlieb Daimler built an improved 4-stroke engine with a mushroom-shaped valve and 2 V-slant cylinder. Next, in the year of 1890, Wilhelm Maybach built the first 4-cylinder engine. In the year of 1892, Rudolf Diesel invented the 4-stroke compression ignition engine, and here this is the model of the first 4-stroke compression ignition engine. Next, in the year of 1957, Max Wankel who designed the rotary engine for the first time. Now coming to the next is classification of engine. The engine is classified in two ways. One is external combustion, another is internal combustion. So here is the picture of the classification of engine or heat engine. It is defined in the IC engine or internal combustion engine and the external combustion. Both are the engine can divided into two ways. One is rotary movement and the reciprocating. For the IC engine, the rotary movement can be divided into two types, that is one cycle gas turbine, open cycle gas turbine, and second one is Wankel engine. And in case of rotary system, rotary portion, they can be divided into two, gasoline engine and the diesel engine. In case of
external combustion engine, it is also divided into two ways, that is reciprocating and the rotary. For the rotary, it is divided into two, that is steam engine and the Stirling engine. And in case of rotary, it has two types also, that is steam turbine and the closed cycle gas turbine. So basically these are the classification of the engine. Now we start with the EC engine or the external combustion engine. In this engine, the product of the combustion of air and fuel, the product of the combustion of air and fuel transfer heat to a second fluid, which is the working fluid of the cycle. And here the combustion takes place outside of the engine cylinder. And the examples are in the steam engine or a steam turbine plant. In the steam engine or a steam turbine plant, the heat of combustion is employed. The heat of combustion is employed to generate steam, which is used in a piston engine or a turbine for useful work. In a closed cycle gas turbine, the heat of combustion in an external furnace, and it is then transferred to gas, usually air, which the working fluid of the cycle. In here, coming to the working principle of this external combustion engine. This is the gas flow. It's the gas filling. This is the valve which is regulating the gas flow, and here is the burner. And this is the water tank. This is the water filling portion, and this is the safety valve, and this is the measuring. This is on the hot gas, hot and cold, and this one is the steam regulator valve. So when we heated the water, when we heated this water with the help of this gas flow or gas burner, the water is heated and steam is produced, and the steam is then produced. After that, the steam is passed through this steam regulator, and in this way it comes into this chamber, which is in this chamber. When it comes in this chamber, this one is moved. This portion is moved with the simple valve gear. The simple valve gear is a move. When it moves, it comes here and it pressed the pistons towards this way. So when it moves in this way, so this linkage then linkage is pushed it into in this way. When it moves in this way, so the wheel is trying to rotate, and after that, when this piston is moves a backward motion, then the piston is moves in this way, then it complete the circuit. Means this rod when it moves in this way, so it press this here, so this gas is passes out in this, comes here and it passes out in this way. So this is the simple way of the working principle. This is the way of the steam locomotive system. This is the clear picture. Picture is there. Steam enter this chamber through this valve, and there is an actuator which is moves forward and reverse motion all time. When steam in, so the red sign is shows the steam in, steam enter. When it's enter, when it opens this valve, so it passes through this chamber and then it pushes to the piston in the backward. When it moves the backward, so the wheel is trying to rotate, and after that when vehicle is at in this portion, and then that time it moves, this piston moves to the reverse direction. When it's reverse direction, then the steam enter this combustion chamber from this in this way, and the previous steam which is turned to loses temperature, then it passes through it, and in the help of this it is exhaust from this way. So these are the basic working structure of the external combustion engine. Now coming to the application of the external combustion engine. Basically it is of 4 types. One is steam engine, Stirling engine, steam turbine, and closed cycle gas turbine. And the application of that, according to the steam engine, we use it into the locomotives and the marine. For case of Stirling engine, it's used as an experimental space vehicle. Next is steam turbine, which is powered on the large marine. And then is closed cycle gas turbine. This is the power. This is used as a power and the marine. So these are the application of the IC engines. So students, today we'll complete the this. Today we studied the introduction of the engines, and also learn in this class, also learn from the various classifications of the engine, and then also study the external combustion engine. On the next class, so students, on the next class we'll discuss a new topic, starting a new topic. So till then, stay at home and stay safe. So thank you so much students.